Hi there guys, welcome to Dino's World. We are shooting in the middle of the night here, right here at Pearl Yamaha, and here to feature the FZS version 4 2023 model deluxe version. That's quite a name, and this comes with E20 compliance, OBD2 compliance as well as ethanol E20 compliance. So what does this mean to you and me? I'm going to talk about it in this video. So without further ado, let's get started. It looks absolutely stunning in this Nardo grey color is what we call this, but they call this, Yamaha have termed this metallic grey, and it looks stunning. This is the best looking color in the FZS versions or in the FZS model lineup. And what are the updates it gets? First, visually you can see that the headlamp is all new. If you turn on the ignition, you can see the DLX coming out. It has a kind of a saber tooth kind of a effect to it, with both the teeth protruding out from either side. It looks good, looks a little more muscular. That's what has been the design language of the FZ right from the word go. A little bit of muscle, macho street fighter kind of a look. Lot of the streets, if you guys remember. LED lighting, LED DRLs, and then of course the front fender has a good kind of an accent to it to make it look a little more contemporary. 41mm forks to offer good plush ride quality. And continuing with the updates, if you have a look at the speedo console, I'll quickly turn on the speedo console for you guys, and you can see the animation. Now this is the same speedo console that we used to find on the R15 version 3.0. So this has been included here for the FZS version 4, and it comes with Bluetooth connectivity, Yamaha Connect app. So you have the revs dashboard, last park location, call, SMS and email alerts, you name it, this one has it. So connected bike funda or connected bike kind of a feature has been included now in the FZS version 4.0. Another thing that you need to note here is the E20 sticker right here. We saw that on the FZX as well. So E20 stands for ethanol 20. So what does this mean? This is the flex fuel philosophy, flex fuel concept that our government believes in, and this is the future that appears certain as the sun and makes sense as well, because ethanol is first of all cheaper. Advantages of using ethanol. So this E20 means you can blend this with 20% of ethanol. You can put 20% of ethanol and 80% of fuel or petrol in this, and that has to happen in the future once the infrastructure is in place and ethanol is made available more freely, just like petrol or fuel. So what are the advantages of using ethanol? First of all, it comes with a higher octane number, which means it burns completely in the combustion process. There's no wastage, there's no exhaust gases, so zero emissions, which means greener and cleaner environment. Because the combustion is complete, the performance is better, the mileage is better, and the overall refinement is better. So that is the advantage that ethanol has over the other alternate types of fuel that people are exploring. And another thing is it is abundantly available, and it is also cheaper, considerably cheaper than petrol. So eventually the petrol costs or the fuel costs or the transport costs are going to be cut down considerably once flex fuel takes over and ethanol is slowly but surely catching up in the Indian motoring scene. So this is just the first step towards it. Glad that Yamaha have taken the first step. This is the second motorcycle, FZX, and the FZS version 4.0 deluxe model come with E20 compliant flex fuel philosophy and OBD2 compliant. OBD stands for onboard diagnostics. So this one gets an onboard diagnostics tool which keeps a check on the emissions, that emission norms, to make sure that the emissions are kept to a bare minimum. Now looking at the design, silhouette and power plant as it is, tried and tested 149cc single cylinder fuel injected motor that puts out 12 PS of max power and 13 Newton meters of max torque approximately, and 5-speed gearbox. So nice and refined, tried and tested motor that offers good fuel efficiency and a strong mid-range punch. Then having a look at the seat, very comfortable single layout seat, ample room for the rider, very good amount of room for the pillion. So it can serve as a good ideal family bike Also the grab rails are neatly integrated and well laid out such that it can be used in real world conditions. I love the way the tail lamp looks, and it's been captured beautifully by my brother as well. So it looks absolutely stunning, well encapsulated. So now we get LED lighting all around, LED headlamp, LED DRLs, LED tail lamp, and the latest update of them all is the LED turn indicators. Now let me just quickly turn on the LED turn indicator for you such that it looks premium. It's not the same KTM kind of a design that has been universally adopted by many brands. This is a new design all by itself. It looks seamless, more premium and more elegant and classy. 140 section radial rear tire to offer good road grip, even all wet surfaces with better water channeling capabilities. Overall riding ergonomics are well sorted. I'll be riding this through the night today for the first time, reviewing it by night, and let's hope we had the dark night, that the dark night is going to rise through the night and set new standards in the commuter bike segment. So this is the overview. The brakes, again, you get single channel ABS. Another significant inclusion is traction control. So when you come here in the speedo console, here you have traction control. TCS is on. If you can see, focus a little bit. So TCS is on right over there. Yeah, that's good. So you have good focus right over there. So this is the button for traction on and off. Now it's off. Long press on this. Traction is on. So what does traction control do? It prevents excess wheel spin. Say for instance you are standing on wet surface and you give full throttle, the wheel will spin freely and you can slip and fall. Similarly, midway through corner, if you are giving full throttle midway through corner, that is where the tendency of the wheel slipping and giving way is possible, and that's where traction control watches your back. Even if you give full throttle midway through corner, traction control ensures that the excess wheel spin is controlled and you are saved at the end of it all. So this was the function about the traction control. So latest updates, the design updates, you have traction control, you have E20 compliance, OBD2 compliance, visually you get LED headlamp, LED DRLs, LED turn indicators, and you get single channel ABS still. So that is one thing you need to note. 282 disc up front and a disc brake at the back, but they do their job judiciously. People who notice the rear wheel speed sensor, so that is or ABS sensor, you might think it is actually the speed sensor which is placed to assist the traction control system on board to prevent the excess wheel spin. So that is something you need to note. So overall, the fit and finish, the tank, the paint quality, the graphic, the way the 3D branding comes out, FZS looks absolutely premium and upmarket. And yeah, it's been one of the favorite street fighters in terms of fuel efficiency, in terms of value for money, and it's gotten even better with better visual aesthetics, better flexibility, versatility in terms of flex fuel technology, traction control in terms of safety, and visual appeal in terms of the LED lighting that it gets now. So that's pretty much it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's hit the road and let's see how refined the bike has been and whether they've fine-tuned the engine a little further. Let's hit the road now.